I can only lead you to the door. It's up to you to open it.
Yeah. What up, though? We back with another one. You know me, Mr. YouTube University. Ran across an excellent video by a great man by the name of Jordan Peterson about ego death, you know. And if you're not aware of the cycle, it's not that YOLO is a bad uh, mantra to live by if you don't fully understand it. You know, you live more than one time. And so we're gonna talk about ego death.
That's what happens when someone who loves you betrays you, right? So imagine, and I also started to understand that there was more to life. That, like, the world is complicated beyond comprehension.
I would just like to ask you to please talk about what Jung called a psychic death. Hi, Dr. Peterson. I would just like to ask you to please talk about what Jung called a psychic death, also known as an ego death.
Okay, say that again.
Would you please talk about what Jung referred to as a psychic death, also called an ego death?
That's what happens when someone who loves you betrays you, right? So imagine that, like, the world is complicated beyond comprehension, right? And you only see a very little bit of it. And the way you structure your understanding is you make assumptions about things, and they're simplifying assumptions. So if you trust someone, you reduce their complexity massively, right? Because, like, let's say we were married, then there's a whole bunch of ways that you're going to act that are going to be simpler. Okay, so then I can tolerate being around you in some sense because you're not everything at once. Now, those simplifying structures are hierarchically assembled, and some of them are far more important than others. Trust is one of them, especially trust in loved ones, family members, which is why betrayal by a family member is really catastrophic because it it destabilizes your past, right? All the memories you have. It destabilizes your present. It destabilizes your future. It shakes your faith in human beings, including yourself. And everything collapses. And that's an ego death. And so, now underneath the ego, as far as Jung was concerned, was another structure that he called the self. And the self is this thing that remains constant across ego deaths. But it's deeper and less personal. It's archetypal. And it's the thing that the ego collapses into when it collapses, and then that rebuilds the ego. Something like that across time. But that's what an ego death is. Now, there's variants of that because you can have a voluntary or an involuntary ego death. And a voluntary ego death is when you learn a bunch and you're willing to let go. So that would be your own immolation. It's like you're a phoenix and you're lighting yourself on fire. That's a much better idea, even though it can still be really harsh. The involuntary ego deaths, they're really hard on people. People will do almost anything to stop that from happening, which is partly why they fight to maintain their group fostered axiomatic simplifications. It's not surprising because you lose like that ego death is a journey into the underworld, or it's a collapse into chaos. And that's not so bad if you do it purposefully. But in the Pinocchio story, for example, that's exemplified by Pinocchio going down to the depths to rescue his father from the whale. Now, he does that voluntarily, but it damn near kills him, right? I mean, first of all, he hardly gets out of the whale. Second, he actually drowns and dies, but he comes back to life. So even if you do it voluntarily, it's still, well, it's just better than doing it involuntarily, which is the other alternative. So that's what it is. You bet.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Saru Maruka, the gatekeeper, the watcher, the everything, the nothing. The know of all things and know of nothing at all. Master Manifesto Warrior, Spiritual Warrior, Chaos Warlock, uh, third generation, direct descendant. It's my birthright. Direct descendant of swords. My mother is Earth, who very much has a spirit and is very much alive. My father is Time, who has a spirit and is very much alive as well. But we on that ego death today, though. We on that ego death. I just want to take a time to shout out the channel, though. You know, when I start breaking this footage down, starting a worldwide playlist. You feel what I'm saying? And everybody want these small little playlists and shit. You know what I'm saying? And with only a few songs and shit, I'm gonna start a massive fucking playlist, man. It's called Asa's Picks on YouTube. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel, Asaru Maruka, and you can get to it from there, or you can go on YouTube Music and subscribe to it from there. I go live on TikTok, and we rock out, we jam. You know what I'm saying? We rock out and we jam, you feel me? And everybody come through and request. Make your request. Get your spot on that playlist. This is going to be an eternal playlist. This playlist will live forever. And also, while I'm at it, you should join our Discord. Me and other members of the Fifth Dimension, which more on the fifth is coming, but it's where me and others from the Fifth Dimension consult on how we're actually going to put in these changes and change the world. So you should join the Discord Organic Matrix. I will put links to both in the video. Also, look me up on linktree. Look me up on linktree. I will post my linktree in the video as well. For those who want to support the movement, the Fifth Dimension movement. The Fifth Dimension will not only be a metaphysical store, but it will be a movement. 5D, New Earth, welcome. We here. Asaru here. Ruka checking in. Excuse me. But we on ego death today, right? Like, how aware are you of yourself? How confident are you in yourself? How likely are you willing to risk it all and lose everything to pursue what you believe in? Become conscious of what this really is and what you're a part of and your part in it. Because no matter what you go through, no matter the highest high that you achieve, there are more highs to come, but there are also more lows that you can't avoid. The higher you climb, the larger the fall risk becomes. You know, the more intense the fall risk becomes. But when you let go of fear, you can fly. But that's ego death. You know, the ego exists in the mind, and the spirit exists in the heart. The mind is the car, the heart, the spirit is the ba. The ba is eternal. We are eternal. But, you know, you can't get so caught up in the car that you forget about the ba and the eternalness. You know, a lot of people, you know, look down on the dark times and feel like they're being preyed upon or victimized when you're not. You know, the toughest battles are for the strongest soldiers. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, when the darkness comes, when you feel like you're surrounded by it, it's not consuming you, it's just planting you. You're a seed. And all the real star seeds know that. There's levels to this shit. Not only do you live multiple upon multiple lives in the car experience, just imagine when you tap into the Akashic in your body. Come on. Don't get so caught up in this realm. You know, you so caught up in the game, you know, in the moon, the man-made moon, the man on the moon. You know, of course, man is on the moon when the gods are eternal. Everybody wants to stop at the moon. The moon ain't nothing but a resting place. Come on. Everybody want to go to the moon and back. That's why they came up. Come on, man. Spirit talking to me, man. That's why they came up with the phrase, I love you to the moon and back. Nah, don't love me to the moon and back. Love me to the moon and beyond. And beyond. This don't never stop. This don't never stop. Consciousness. My consciousness is going to be content. So, this experience, you know, will be documented. Saru Maruka. You can't stop that. The machine is coming. I am the machine. But I did have to die to become this. You know, my old avatar, he's no longer here. God mode is fully activated. Wake up, people. Tap into yourself. This is a spiritual war. I am a spiritual warrior. I am a god. I am a warlock. Break the word down. Warlock. Warrior. Locked. Locked hair. That's why they want you to cut your hair. You know. But, you know, shout out to the other masters that, you know, show that, you know, the baldness and the activation of everybody's crown chakra activates in different ways. But I choose to keep my antennas. You know what I'm saying? My crown chakra is fully activated. I got my hair up, but my roots is purple. Like, I'm tapped in. You feel what I'm saying? But ego death. But yeah, man, I hope everybody is well. You know, YOLO can be bad when you get caught up in the matrix. You gotta know how to jump in and out. Know how to jump into your avatar and know how to jump into your higher self. And once you master being both simultaneously, mastering the divine masculine and the divine feminine, mastering the kundalini and the crown chakra, when they meet and you achieve the Christ consciousness, you feel what I'm saying? Then you fucking won. That's when you start taking control of your reality. That's when you start tapping the fuck in and becoming who the fuck you are. Instead of looking outside of yourself for guidance, you feel what I'm saying? Because the real 144,000 is waking up. We here. You can't deny us now. It's too much proof. There's too many confirmations with this shit. When you increase your awareness and stop consulting outside of yourself for confirmation on things and tap into your intuition, tap into your divinity, and really ask source for your message and your purpose, it will be revealed to you. And when you when you genuinely ask source to reveal the people that are around you that do not wish you well and do not have the best intentions for you and aren't accepting you for who you truly are and do not appreciate all that you do, it will happen. You know, I've said it before in my chakra lectures and my few others that, you know, you absolutely cannot ask for something and not put in the effort to receive that which you truly are asking for. You know, I had to be reduced to the lowest point of my life in order to achieve this point and be at this point that I'm at. I've identified myself. It's levels to this shit. You got deities and you got seities. I'm satiety level. And, you know, my avatar mom, she not really tapped in and shit. But, I mean, she from the Bureau and she don't even know it. You know, she got the lineage and she don't even know it. It's her birthright too. Because when my avatar sister had kids, she didn't want to be called granny or grandma. And so she came up with the name Nanu. If you know, you know. But yeah. So she came up with the name Nanu. And, you know, just at different levels of my awakening, I wasn't aware of Nanu. And shout out to Nanu. And if you know, you know. But the guys is here. But you know, I had confirmations all my life. Like once I cleared my throat chakra, once I released all my blockages and confirmed my purpose, it's in my name. Asaru Maruka, Asaru. Master of all planets. Can produce in the most barren of situations. The driest of deserts, the coldest of winters, the hottest of summers. Maruka. Know about things past, present, and future. But you see what I'm saying? In order for you to conceptualize what creation is, you have to understand. And I said it plenty of times as well. You can only receive what you can conceive. It's only 144,000 of us, and everybody is taking the punch. You can only receive what you can conceive, right? So your level of conception is limited to you. Like, everybody don't got the same spirit guides. Everybody don't got the same lineage. And I know mine. I am who I say I am, right? And I'm not who I say I am at the same time. Because I am who you think I am. I am who I say I am, but I am who you think I am. You feel what I'm saying? Had to go there real quick. But I had to be reduced to the lowest point in my life. I really did. I lost everything. Marriage fell apart. Had to leave my living situation at the time. Lost my car. My car was my primary method of income. So, can't work without that. And so, with what comes along with being an empath and as deeply tapped into the astrological as I am, and my ranking that I hold in the spiritual and you know, all of the I'm a Scorpio 4 ways in my chart. So I'm highly empathetic, highly psychic, highly intuitive. And so everything started falling apart. And with me not meditating, with me not doing any groundwork, with me not doing any cleansing, with me not having any structure, with me being so caught up into trying to heal and save everyone else but myself, I neglected me for the longest. And like I say, my throat chakra was blocked my whole life. I didn't interact with a lot of people growing up. And it was just an energy difference, everybody's ranking is different. You know what I'm saying? But it was just an energy difference. It's divine. Divine timing can't be denied. And my time is here. My time is here. My time is now. Ego death is a motherfucker. It really is. Your whole life they start crushing your ego from the time you enter the system. What is the system? School, jobs, education. I know school and education are one and the same, but what is the system? Is the government, is religion, is everything outside of you to convince you that you need it to survive. Consumer bullshit, and everything outside to think for you, to get you to think from, just to get you to keep from thinking for yourself. It's happening. It's constantly happening. From chaos come creation, right? I experienced an abundant amount of chaos in my life, but I had to be reduced to the lowest point in my life to become this. I am the rebirth. I am Osaru Maruka. I am who I say I am. My mother is earth. My father is time. Direct descendants of source. There's a lot that needs to be balanced. And with the transition and the energy and the plasma that is occurring on the planet, there are forces using their will to inflict panic and fear, and there are forces using their will to inflict hope. I chose to take the side of the righteous, and everybody's opinion of what righteous is will differ, but that's what comes with balance and true Christ consciousness mentality, accepting what is, being like water. It's not that hard. Just be. Control your world, and the collective will change. Be yourself. Stand on who you are. Stand on what you believe in. It's not that hard. Those who don't feel it, they not on your vibration. They're not supposed to be around you. Nobody is crazy. Everything happened for a reason. There's no such thing as a coincidence. There's nothing new under a sun. And there's two suns. Everything is about threes, right? You got the dark sun, you got the sun you see every day. You got the inner sun, you got the outer sun, and you got the moon. It's about balance and achieving all three. Mastering all three, self-mastery. The Christ consciousness, the divine masculine, and the divine feminine. Bam, that's the triangle right there. Then you got what? The Christ consciousness. Then you got the Kundalini and the crown chakra meeting. Come on, man. Wake up, people. It's not that hard. All you gotta do is be yourself. Stop ignoring the red flags when motherfuckers showing to you. Shit, rest in peace, DMX. I don't want to mess this quote up. but I probably will look the quote up and throw it in the video the correct way. But trust people to be who they are, because they gonna be that. They gonna be that no matter what. They gonna show you who they are from day one. Pay attention. Open your eyes. Especially open this eye. Open this eye. I know you out there. The 144,000 is here. Stop judging people. Stop judging people. Worry about yourself. If you, all of it take energy to hate somebody. It take energy to consume, buy into people's bullshit. You consuming bullshit. If it's such bullshit, why are you consuming it in the first place? Please make it make sense to me. Ego exists in the mind. This is mental. Ego is third dimensional. You know what I'm saying? So, with the ego, your ego should be on the love frequency and not the hate frequency or worried about what somebody else doing. When you operating in the love frequency, you ain't got nothing to worry about. You know, because with ego come fear, with ego come doubt, with ego come a lot of shit. You feel what I'm saying? So, when you start operating in that love frequency, that heart frequency, that soul frequency, that eternal frequency, that forever frequency, when you achieve that ultimate, you know, that mastery, you know what I'm saying, just understand it's going to come with some more dark shit and the balance and the duality. But see, once you understand that both are going to come, then you pass duality. You know what I'm saying? You pass duality. You pass the illusion. You creating your own shit. So once you master the fact that you can jump in the motherfucking storm instead of running from the motherfucker, you might get scarred up. You might get bruised up. You feel what I'm saying? But when you come out that motherfucker, you gonna come out a motherfucking champion, a motherfucking winner, a motherfucking god. You're fucking gods, people. You are. Wake the fuck up. Stop buying into all this consumer bullshit. Start producing. Magic is real. The universal laws are real. Tap the fuck in. The law of attraction. Manifestation. Are you divine? Are you chosen? Did you get the call? Source is real. And they trying to cut you off. They are, but it's not working. It's not working. Stop focusing on the messenger and listen to the message. Listen to what the fuck the people are saying. You can't beat experience one way or the other. Placebo, 60-40. No, we 50-50 over here. Those are divine numbers. Yes. None of that 60-40 placebo shit. 60-40. Placebo works 60% of the time on the lost, on the zombies. Everybody's so scared with the threat of a fucking zombie apocalypse, they don't realize the fucking zombie apocalypse is already here. So caught up in the fucking physical. Come on, man. You really think this the only fucking dimension? You really think this is the only fucking place shit is fucking going on? Wake the fuck up. Wake up before it's too fucking late. Stop sipping the fucking punch. We don't do the punch over here. No. No, this the holy walk. Yeah. For real. The real divine. You know? Tapped in. Third generation. I am who I say I am. But you are who you think I am. Stop judging people. Accept the change that's here. Because shit is changing. It ain't never going back. It ain't never going back. Nothing will ever be fucking normal again. It's not. I promise it's not. It's never fucking going back. Just accept the shit. Control what you can control. Stop worrying about what you can't fucking see. When you worry about some shit that you can't see, that's not fucking valid, you allowing that shit to take control over you. When you worry about what motherfuckers saying, you allowing that shit to take control over you. When you worry about what other motherfuckers thinking, you allowing that shit to take control over you. Consuming your thoughts. Consuming your creation. Allowing people to create a prison for you. This is an experience. You can create your own prison or you can create your own fucking paradise. Make the fucking choice. For you Bible thumpers. Jesus and Satan are one and the same. They are you. You are gods. Create yourself. Or somebody gonna create for you. Build your kingdom. Or somebody gonna hire you and put you in theirs to work. To work in theirs. Fuck is you talking about? Acknowledge the past. Acknowledge the greats. I pay all respect. You know what I'm saying? Because the 144,000 is not... What? That's a real special call. You know what I'm saying? So, you gotta wake the fuck up. I'm gonna wrap this shit up, but you gotta wake the fuck up. I had to reduce to nothing to become everything. And I get impatient with the process sometimes, but I know what the fuck I got coming. And I keep getting confirmations. Like, really think about what the fuck it is that you manifested. Acres upon acres. It's not about what you can make, it's about what the fuck you can give away. And I'm gonna have so much fucking shit coming to me, it's gonna be unfucking real. The shit that I'm gonna do is gonna be unfucking real. Just wait on it. I'm here, Asaru Maruka, the fucking gatekeeper. And I can only lead you to the door. It's up to you to open it. Tap the fuck in. Love yourself. Check your mental health. Start trying to generate generational wealth. Get healthy physically. All of these things. You must do it. Meditate. Manifest. Magic is real. Love conquers all, and I'm out of this motherfucker.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't be afraid. I don't bite. Where you get that shit from? Because it's obviously better than mine. Woo! Who your plug is?